Today on Breve, meet Nolan Ruiz, who is a LatinX California transplant who found the success formula with McDonald's here in the STL. Welcome back to En Breve, and I'm here with Nolan Ruiz, who is the owner and operator of McDonald's franchise here in the state of Missouri, in St. Louis. He owns about 19 of them right now, so we're going to talk about that later on. But first, we're going to find out what his participation means for the Latino community as a board member of the Ronald McDonald's House Charities. And Nolan, thank you once again for being on the show. And I want to jump right in and ask you, first of all, can you give me a little bit of what the mission of Ronald McDonald's is, and also your participation as a board member? How does that benefit or influence decisions made about the Latino community in St. Louis?
Sure. So it's all about the children here at the Ronald McDonald House. And as most people are familiar with, they help the families of sick children stay close together whenever they're seeking treatment, whether that's here in St. Louis or abroad. In places like the Ronald McDonald House, the local family rooms inside the hospitals, and in addition to that, each chapter reaches out or has a part of its focus as what's going on in the community, so community outreach. I am blessed to be able to participate in this. I've recently joined the board of directors here at the Ronald McDonald House, and in that capacity, I am very new to that role, but I am very passionate about kids, and with my Hispanic background, helping those families in need is of the utmost importance to me. And wherever I can direct my energy and resources to lift up families in need, including Latinx families, either in the area or new to the area, I'm going to do my very best to help out.
Okay, and I know how long ago that you joined the board of directors of the Ronald McDonald's House?
I was newly elected this year, so in January I started.
In January, okay. So far, can you tell me what are the challenges, if you've seen any of the challenges concerning Latino children, the Latinx community? What do they face, and how is the Ronald McDonald's House Charities helping?
So it's tough to single them out in particular, but certainly a problem that plagues a lot of the families here is just a lack of resources. So the Ronald McDonald House helps out wherever they can in that capacity. So first, of course, what we already talked about, housing, and then also a place to stay in the hospital, to hang out there while procedures, consultations are occurring on site. In addition to that, with community outreach, we have grant programs that help out in areas of education, child care, improvements in technology, all sorts of different areas, all focused on elevating children.
So you are a very inclusive and a very welcoming board and a welcoming charity, of course. That's been around for a long time, because the Ronald McDonald's House Charities, they've been around for quite some time.
Absolutely. And as you know, family is more important than anything else to the Latinx community. And it's fairly natural that culture and the culture of Ronald McDonald House are so aligned.
Yes.
In fact, I may as well mention the current chairman of the Board of Trustees for the global Ronald McDonald House is a Latinx himself, Stephen Ramirez. I was lucky enough to work alongside him in California before I moved out here.
Well, so congratulations once again for being on the board, for making an impact here in St. Louis. I know that you just started, but you're going to go very far. And when we come back from our break, we're going to talk about your business side. So don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to talk with Nolan about the McDonald's franchises that he owns here in the STL in St. Louis. So don't go away. En breve, we'll be right back.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to En Breve, and now we are here at one of the many McDonald's stores owned by Nolan Ruiz. We're going to continue the conversation about his success, his family, and so much more. So follow me. Welcome back, and thank you for the opportunity to be here with you in your restaurant this time. So I want to start by asking you, what's your heritage, and just tell me a little bit about your family history.
Sure. So family is everything that I have, and the reason that I'm here today. On my Hispanic side, right? So my father is Hispanic. I'll start with my grandparents. They moved up into Northern California when my father was very, very young, and started at the bottom. Two things that kept them together and instilled a culture with my father, and then passed on to me, was that idea of family and hard work. And that has been everything for them, and was similar with my father. My father had two jobs, like many people out there today. He was a school teacher, and then after work, he'd go to work again, and we'd be there with him. That's what I knew growing up. I was very close to my father, very close to my abuelos. That's what I learned, and that's what brought me to St. Louis in a way. So my father eventually saved up enough through working construction and then also as a school teacher to buy his first McDonald's in 1996. That was my first job. Growing up, I always loved the Golden Arches. To me, it meant family, and I was happy to be a part. I was so excited to start working there with my father. I had the privilege to do that, and I never left. Eventually, I came back. I had to come back to the Golden Arches.
Yeah, because then your story is that you decided then to go to school and become a prosecutor. So tell me about that.
Right. So I left out on my own for a little while to further my education. Achieved a law degree and worked as a prosecutor for about 4 years in the county of Sacramento. But McDonald's still pulled me back. I knew that I wanted to do something business oriented and something that involved the entrepreneurial spirit. And one morning my father called me up. He asked me what I was doing. I said, "I'm sleeping. What do you think I'm doing?" And he said, "Well, if there was ever a time you're going to come back to the family business, now is the time." That's all it took for me. That very day, I put in my 2-week notice and started working with the family once again. There's a lot of opportunity in St. Louis, a wonderful, strong community. that's undergoing a transformation now, even as we speak. And I'm excited to be a part of that. I'm looking forward to what St. Louis has been and what we're going to become. Family is so important here, and historically, that's kind of the theme that I've followed my entire life. So McDonald's to me meant family. St. Louis did the same thing, and here I am. I'd say that St. Louis's very strength is what makes it a challenge to people coming in, outsiders, if you will. It's a very strong community and very family-oriented and very tight-knit. As such, it's challenging for an outsider to make those necessary connections that helps you start and grow a business. So that's the challenge that I was confronted with, and that I think many people, Latinxs especially, are also face.
Well, I am very impressed about the facility that you have here at McDonald's. Are all the stores like this, and what are the amenities that you are offering to your customers today?
So almost all of them look similar to this and share in common all the technology advancements that this store has here. And McDonald's is not just a fast food restaurant anymore. Okay. It is a modern experience. We are committed to meeting the customer where they are today. We've elevated our game. We've elevated it in the ingredients that we offer, in the menu offerings here. We have salads, we have fruit and yogurt parfaits, we have fresh beef quarter pounders cooked to order, never frozen. World-class French fries, chicken with no MSG, no preservatives. That's in the nuggets that we're eating here.
I know, they're delicious, by the way.
Aren't they? Yeah.
You have to say that, I know.
I love them. I love them. So that's the food side of things. Let's go to the approach. Brand new exterior, modernized, contemporary interiors, kiosks. So you can order from the kiosks. You can order via the app on your phone. Delivery now is available through McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
So wherever you are, we want to meet you there.
We want to meet you there.
Right.
Huh. With fresh food and everything. That's fantastic.
So McDonald's provides a lot of those opportunities. It provided that opportunity for me and my family. And what they're doing to elevate America and Latinxs in particular is incredible. So we offer programs called English Under the Arches for employees, tuition assistance. I truly believe that McDonald's is America's best first job. The types of skills that you learn here, the opportunity that you have to interface with such an incredible wide cross-section of your community on a daily basis is incredible.
And it gives you a lot of skills in order for you to either then decide to be a business owner and operator or continue as an employee.
Business, retail, guest satisfaction, you name it. You can learn it here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to visit with you and find out more about your success, your heritage, and where you're going in the future. And in the meantime, keep it right here on En Breve on STL TV via YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. And last, I'm leaving you with a McDonald's initiative for the Latinx community called English Under the Arches. Hasta la próxima. Se despide Gilberto Pineda.
Good morning, everyone. Happy graduation. As McDonald's, we want to make sure everyone that we hire is successful and with what they want to do. About 30% of our employees are Hispanic. They are such great workers that we really wanted to tap into them, how we could get more going into management.
My goal right now is to become a supervisor or maybe a manager store.
My goal at McDonald's is keep climbing. I want to keep learning everything I can.
When I start working at McDonald's, I don't speak any English. Like, I don't know how to say hello, nothing.
It doesn't only teach them English, It gives them confidence in themselves that they're able to make careers where they never thought they would be able to before.
Thanks to this class, I can do everything they want because now I can communicate with the customer.
So today you graduate from your third class.
Thank you, McDonald's, for giving us a chance to study English.
People don't realize that McDonald's is a people business, and we offer anything we can do for them to be successful. And in turn, we're more successful.